Hey, white guys, you know what? I'm a racist, and so are you. There, I said it. The very fact that we separate people according to race means we subscribe to the notion, as if it's a legitimate distinction. Anyone who refers to other people by race is a racist by definition, like anyone who rides a bike is a bicyclist, or anyone who acknowledges we're all going to die is a fatalist. I call myself white. Other folks do too. Except some guys on the internet whose idea of a fun night is getting wasted on Jägermeister and comparing tattoos, they call me a race traitor. I'm also categorized as a Caucasian, whatever the hell that is. I identify as white because it seems pretty important to some people that I play on a certain team. It's also how other people identify me. Now, you can't, with honest confidence, figure out by looking at me how much money I make, which church I go to, if any, who or what I like to rut with, or who I'll vote for. But one look at my fat face and you can ID me as an overweight, middle-aged white guy. Racial identification is essentially a social shorthand for folks, except it's flawed because we're all terrified, primitive creatures. Race is something we made up because we apparently needed some way to differentiate ourselves. It makes it easier for us to piss on each other, I guess. But in the greater scheme of things, I mean, biologically speaking, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Your DNA doesn't determine what language you speak or what you believe in or how much power you have. So I'm a racist because I'm talking about race here. It's the common agreement we all abide for purposes of discussion and discrimination. It's like the agreement we have that, for instance, this green piece of paper is worth 10 times more than this green piece of paper. See what I mean? It's kind of stupid when you break it down, but it's what we do. So for the purposes of a brief YouTube rant, I'll continue to use the heavily flawed concept of race. Now, we've all heard it said before, America is a melting pot. And that's what the films in grade school told us anyway. I always envisioned this vat filled with a bunch of crayons blending into one bubbling brownish ooze that would cause third-degree burns if it ever spilled. But what we are really is a mosh pit of clashing cultures and class slamming into each other. Racism is the music and hatred is the dance some of us choose to dance in that pit. Bigotry is the poison that racism enables. So I'm a racist, but I'm working really, really hard at not being a bigot. I'll talk to you later. In the meantime, don't burn your bald spots.